Welcome back to my kitchen, friends, here at that 1870s Homestead, and my name's Rachel, and it's just me and you guys in the house today. Todd had to run to work for the day, and that's unusual, and so I'm prepping myself some lunch, and it just happened to be all from the pantry or homemade foods, and I thought it would be a great idea to share this with you if you're a small household, how you can make a quick lunch for yourself, or if you have a larger family, you can use this for inspiration for a super healthy but absolutely delicious meal, either for lunch or for dinner. So today we are going to make, I'm using my air fryer just because it's just me. You could totally use the oven for this, but we are making sweet potato nachos. So for myself, I've just pulled up one sweet potato, a can of our barbecued pulled pork, which I won't need all of that for this recipe. I have salsa, I have our homemade mayo, some of my quick refrigerator pickled coleslaw or cabbage. You could use pickled cabbage, pickled coleslaw mix from the grocery store. I have a little bit of sriracha, that is the only thing store-bought, and some taco seasoning. So the first things first, though, is I need to slice my potatoes. So I'll come down here with you guys, or bring you guys down here while we prep this, and then we'll get going. So I know a lot of people are new to growing your own food and preparing it different ways. And one of the things we like to show on our channel is, okay, I just, grew all this food. Now how am I going to use it? So I just have a mandolin here, and I'm just slicing these. I am going with the thickest setting. And this is a Pampered Chef slicer. Definitely use, there's like a protector that goes over it. I prefer just a non-cut glove. This mandolin has been put through the ringer, slicing lots of carrots and cucumbers, and I'm wondering if it's getting dull. Oh, goodness. Aren't those beautiful? Just so pretty. We made another yummy meal last night. I made last fall some kind of like pot pie starter, but it was a turkey starter, and it was turkeys and green split peas, I think, carrots, and we just added noodles, and I used a can of broth and made some like gravy and thickened it up and kind of just baked it like a casserole, and that was really good. Okay, so I've got my potato sliced. I'm just going to add a drizzle of oil. You can use whatever kind of oil you have. This happens to be avocado oil. That's what we use in the house other than olive oil. Okay. Take my glove off. I'm going to go ahead, well, I would go ahead and get my air fryer preheated, but you want to want to bake this at 400 degrees. So just toss those. I'm going to sprinkle in some taco seasoning mix just to flavor these. Not too much. And you don't have to do that step. You can totally leave them plain, or just salt and pepper, just salt. All right. I'll put those in my air fryer basket. Do my best to kind of lay them out. They're not totally overstacking each other. This might actually be enough for 2 people, so I'm sure I'm going to have leftovers for tomorrow. But there we go in the basket. And I'm going to go ahead and get that cooking. let me turn this to you guys. We're gonna go air fry. Temperature is gonna be set at 400, and time, I'll probably start at 30 minutes, check it, and then, well, if it needs to go all the way to 40 minutes, that's fine. And while I am using a, oh, here you guys are, sorry. While I'm using a sweet potato, just because I absolutely love sweet potatoes, you can use white potatoes, a good old russet. It'll be great in this recipe too. But while that is cooking, let's go ahead and make up our topping so I can set that in the fridge to chill while the potatoes are cooking. So using my canned cabbage, this is just a quick refrigerator pickled cabbage, but I have a lot of canned cabbage or coleslaw mix on the pantry shelf, and I love making tons of different variations of like slaw toppings for dishes. So just some pickled coleslaw. I'm gonna toss in some salsa. And this has lots of good seasonings in it already. So this is our cherry tomato salsa that we made. It's got zucchini in it and Now for the dressing, you can totally use sour cream too, would be good. But I'm just trying to show you how I make do with what I have. So I'm just gonna do 1 dollop of mayo. And then we'll just do a little squeeze of sriracha for a little extra kick. So there's our topping. I'm gonna just put this in the fridge and let it chill and let all those flavors come together while the potatoes cook. All right, once I get closer to time, I'm just going to heat this simply in the microwave and take out what I need, and then we will plate it up. Oh, oh no, so I think 400 degrees is the wrong temperature. I'm getting some crispy ones. I don't mind that too bad, but I just flipped them. They're pretty crispy on one side, but not quite on the other yet. So probably, I'm not an air fryer expert, probably don't go 350, maybe 300, don't go 400, go around 350, 375 or something, and check them after 15 minutes, maybe flip them at that time. So I'm gonna turn this temperature down and go for the last 10 minutes. So, yummy. I want to share with you one of my favorite channels for air fryer recipes. I think it's Pro Home Cooks is the name of the channel. I think his name's Mike. Don't quote me on that. But he has some amazing air fryer recipes. And he's always just playing with the temperature. So they're not like super detailed, but they're very inspiring of things to make. So I'm gonna let those finish. While that's heating up or finishing up, I'm gonna go ahead and heat up my barbecue beef. All right, I think I'm gonna stop there. Yeah, they're getting a little too toasty. Let's dump them out. And I debated, I debated on whether or not I wanted cheese on it, but I think might as well. Okay. All I have is mozzarella. A Colby Jack or pepper jack would totally be better. So a little cheese. We got our hot barbecue beef. Sprinkle some of that on. Yum. Now, the dressing really set up super well. So just top some of that, and I ran down to the pantry and got some corn relish because I think that would be good on it. again, if you don't have all these pantry ingredients, don't let that stop you, because you can totally make all this fresh too with good produce either bought from a farmer's market or from the grocery store. All right, how fun is that? And that is my lunch. Dad will eat it all. Might just leave it out on the counter and throughout the day snack on it. But there you go. 100% homegrown from the pantry. Delicious, yummy. So good, sweet potato nachos. See you guys on the next video.